You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful.
At the NABJ, former President Donald Trump embarrassed himself to the masses.
Donald Trump was in Chicago today. I don't know if you guys know this. He was at the National Association of Black Journalists convention, and it went so much better than you could have imagined. It was so good. I don't know if you watched it. He's on this Kamala, whatever you want to call her. Okay, how do Indian people say it? How do we want to say it? Kamala Ben? I'm saying Kamala Ben. Kamala Ben Harris. As representatives of the black community, how are y'all saying it? Kamala. Okay, that's fair. That's some happy medium. Kamala and Kamala Ben, whatever. He said verbatim. All of a sudden, she's black. Come on, that's gold, man. That's the future dictator of our country. She's just walking down the street, all of a sudden she just turns black. What a country, man. What a country.
Comedian Nimesh Patel recapped the infamous line and crushed Trump's appearance.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
It feels a distant memory, but in the wake of the events at a campaign stop,
20 minutes before it happened, I was in the green room just looking at porn, and you gotta get pumped. And it's breaking news: President Trump got shot at, and I really thought I'd be a better person by now, because my first thought was he missed. I've since revised that statement because I know that had he actually been killed, then we would not be here. There would be war. And I'm not ready for that. I need a few more weeks at the gym, and then I'll be ready to fight a bunch of patriots, you know? I'm not ready for that. Thank God he missed, man. Thank God.
Patel finally came to his senses.
There are a few comments that are out there that I have to ask you about. In 2021, JD said, "We are effectively run by a bunch of childless cat ladies taking aim at government leaders who don't have children." What was your reaction?
Well, I mean, I took a moment to look and actually see what he had said and try to understand what the context was and all that, which is something that I really wish people would do a little bit more often. And the reality is, he made a quip in service of making a point that he wanted to make that was substantive, and it had actual meaning. And I just wish sometimes that people would talk about those things, and that we would spend a lot less time just sort of going through this 3-word phrase or that 3-word phrase, because what he was really saying is that it can be really hard to be a parent in this country. And sometimes our policies are designed in a way that make it even harder. And we should be asking ourselves, why is that true? What is it about our leadership and the way that they think about the world that makes it so hard sometimes for parents? And that's the conversation that I really think that we should have, and I understand why he was saying that.
Let's be clear, all the things she claims to be concerned with are policies Republicans enact to make our lives more difficult. Meanwhile,
I do know that J.D. Vance's wife is Indian, and next time I see her, I'm gonna blink 3 times and ask her if she needs help. I can't wait to hear Trump pronounce her name. Usher, like the singer.
You know Donald Trump does not know a single thing about J.D. Vance's personal life, let alone how to pronounce his wife's name.
The court did not rule on Donald Trump's wild, desperate bid for total immunity for the crimes he committed while in office, a case that is very clearly the most pressing in terms of immediate deadlines, not to mention stakes for American democracy. It's one in which this court's conservative majority has, at this point, I think it's fair to say, obviously and intentionally dragged their feet to protect Trump from going on trial before November's elections on charges of trying to overthrow American democracy. But everything you want to know about the Supreme Court can be learned from the decision they did release today. You see, for a brief moment today, the court posted a copy of a decision that appears set to allow emergency room doctors in Idaho to perform abortions in certain situations. They quickly took it down, and we're going to have more on that later. But the first decision, the one they actually meant to actually put up, and they read, the one they released on purpose, well, how can I put this? It effectively legalized blatant public corruption. Again. The case was called Snyder v. United States.
This is only one of many irrational, illogical decisions by the Supreme Court of the United States.
Can Americans trust that their Supreme Court is not corrupt?
I don't think so, unfortunately. I think that the record of their decisions, which almost inevitably move in the direction of the big right-wing donors who helped get this new majority on the court, make it a very challenged body right now. And I think particularly if you're using corrupt in the sense of the word that the founding fathers used it, it's a very unfortunate answer.
Senator Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island, seen here, has been investigating the influence of dark money in our politics for quite some time.
The Supreme Court is sneakily like the shadiest happening in this country. People are just sleeping on that. Whoever the next person is our last president. I hope we get a quirky one. I hope we get one of these North Korean dictators. I don't know if you're paying attention to Kim Jong-un, but the other day, South Korea sent some propaganda to North Korea. So he told his people to some balloons. He sent over some filled balloons. I hope we get one of those. I hope our dictator is just super quirky. Another friend freaked out from the Supreme Court Chevron decision, which apparently ends the power of a lot of regulating bodies. It's like, you don't understand, man. The EPA's, SEC is, the FDA is, our food's gonna be full of E. coli pretty soon. I'm like, E. coli? Good. Lines at Chipotle will be short again.
Hilarious, but also, who still eats at Chipotle?
America. What is America's destiny?
Where you from? Astoria, Queens. Beautiful. Who you got in the election? 2020. It's coming up. Biden? Oh, Kanye. Oh, I hope you don't vote. Please get arrested so your rights get taken away.
Patel had a take of his own on the artist's ambitions, including his supporters in the crowd.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.